Alrighty, good morning ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about just a couple tips and tricks to basically figure out and find out what the best job for you in the Navy would be. So for me, let's start off. I am currently an AO, aviation ordnance. I'm an ordnanceman, whatever you want to say. I'm gonna be honest, the way that I picked mine was they gave it to me. I didn't get any of the jobs that I wanted, and that is a possibility when you join the military. You don't get everything you want. You don't get stationed where you want to get stationed. You don't get the job you want to get. It's just kind of like the sacrifice that you get. You get a lot of sacrifice. It's also really, really cold here right now. But let's see. There's a job for everything that you enjoy, though. Like for me, I loved photography. One thing I did look into was being an MC, which is media communications or something like that. But it's like the photographer for the Navy, right? Sounds legit. For me, just what I heard from the people that I talked to that are MCs, it just didn't sound like it was a thing for me. Then when I really thought about it, I was like, what I really want to do is some type of security or be a Navy SEAL. So currently I'm in the process. Wow, it is really cold. My hands are shaking. Let's put the phone down. So currently I'm in the process for actually training for SO, Special Operator, aka Navy SEAL. It's a process. It's a long process. We're not going to get into that. That'll be another video. But to find out your job, you need to figure out what you like to do in your off time. Do you like to work on electrical thing? You want to be like an electrician? Do you want to be in some type of maintenance, so like mechanics and things like that? Because I do maintenance and stuff in my job. I don't do a ton of it, but I do a lot of maintenance and things like that. I'm gonna learn a lot more about my job once I finally go underway. But it's doing the actual research to figure out what you're into. And there's so many different rates. So many rates of the jobs. For anybody that does not know, a rate is a job in the Navy. It's like an MOS. So MOS is your military occupational specialty, I believe it is. That's what the Marines and Army and things like that use. I'm gonna stand up because, gosh, it's cold, and my shit looking pretty today. But so you got to do the research, and you got to put in the time and effort to really find out what you want to do. It looks gorgeous right now. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta turn this around. Let's see. Ooh, look at that. That's my shit. That's my shit right there. Look at that. That's gonna be the thumbnail. I should probably do it again and smile, because that'd be a better thumbnail. All right, that was terrible, and that's great, because that's how I like it. I like it to be cringy and raw. But yeah, so you have to do your research. When you do your research, you can figure out exactly the route you want to go, whether that be officer, because you can go enlisted, officer, things like that. My buddy wants to actually go be a pilot, so I told him to look into OCS. He's going to college and stuff, and figuring out how that whole process works. The thing is that nobody can tell you how your process is going to go. The thing that I've realized is everybody's process in the military is different. Everybody goes through completely different things to get in, to get out, to being in the military. It's all different for everybody. People go to similar stations. I have friends that are out here in Japan. Some love it, some hate it. Everybody's experience is different. You see that shaking? That's because it's cold. This ain't California where it's like 90 degrees today. But yeah, everybody's experience is different. That is loud. Hopefully you can hear me. So do your research. Look into it. The most common rates that people like to pick are MA, which is Master at Arms, which is like a MP, so military police pretty much. I got an interview with Austin, who's a second class MA2. Austin Alexander. He's a good channel to go check out. So he, his job is what I originally wanted. And then you got Corpsman, which is HM. I have a few friends that are Corpsmen, excuse me. Yeah, so those are like the two highly requested. There's a lot of people that want to be BMs, boatswain's mates. They do a lot of work. If you're gonna be a BM, you're doing work. Even in port, out of port, you're doing work, period. But there's a thing for everything. And if you guys have a specific job you want to know more about and you can't find that much research online, let me know. I'm on a ship full of rates. And so I can find somebody to do a video with them, whether that be an officer, a warrant officer, whatever it might be. I can find somebody somewhere on the ship who's willing to sit down and do a little video and help people out, figure out how they want to do this. If you have any questions, leave them below. Any questions like that, I'll answer them. And it's a very cold day. It's brisk. Yeah, so I know that this may not have helped as much as you may have thought, but the reality is, man, is you have to just do your research. There's only so many questions that I'm able to answer that anybody that's a different rate than what you want to do can answer. I can answer X amount of questions even about my own rate. I don't know the ins and outs of my rate. I don't know the ins and outs of really any other rate. I know what you got to do. I know scores you got to get on the ASVAB, things like that, because there's all that stuff plays into it as well. So depending on your ASVAB score will depend on what rates you can actually go into. Certain rates require a certain score. I scored a 59 on my ASVAB, and that's slightly above average. I took it when I was 17, middle of high school. I didn't know anything about physics or mechanics or anything like that at the time, but I did well. I didn't study. I didn't do anything. Some people I know have failed like 3 or 4 times and had to go back and retake it. If you're a person that you naturally can kind of figure stuff out on your own, the ASVAB is not difficult. That's the thing. ASVAB's not difficult, and you're not meant to fail it. It's just to see your aptitude and what you're good at. It's not like a test in the way of like they want you to fail. It's literally just like, all right, where is this guy going to be best fit in the military? Period. Because your ASVAB you can take to any different branch. Again, if you guys have any questions, comment down below. I really appreciate y'all watching. Just a quick side note: the stuff with taking down the divorce video and the coronavirus video, I'm gonna figure it out. I gotta talk to my my PAO, which is public affairs officer. I gotta talk to her, and then I gotta go to media and get the printout of exactly what's allowed to be talked about, what's not allowed to be talked about, where I'm allowed to film, where I'm not allowed to film, things like that. Just because they're getting nitpicky. I'm a very small channel, but somehow it got reached to the boat, and it got brought up. So I gotta actually start paying attention to what I'm saying, what I'm posting, things like that. Not that I wasn't before, but I just got to be a lot more mindful of it now. So thank you all for the support. Thank you all for the 100 subscribers. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. So stay with me. Have a wonderful day. I'm gonna go inside because it's cold. All right.